Good morning, bed breads. Good morning, sleepy heads. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. First of all, congratulations to Minerva, to Ling, and to Brian for first, second, and third, respectfully. Hello, Minerva. Hello, Ling. Hello, Brian. Hello, TLD Rose. I hope that everybody's doing well today. I hope that your weekend has been treating you well. I don't know why I was in a sing-songy mood, but I wanted to do a sing-songy intro. Don't judge me. Hold on. Sorry, my model also just doesn't want to quite be at the angle that I want it to. That looks like it's the correct angle. We can accept this angle. Yes, we can. It works correctly. Hello, everyone. I hope that everybody is doing well. That one. Alright, there we go. Accidentally clicked a button. I apologize. I didn't know that if you just hit R, apparently it just tries to go to the one that has R. That's a whoopsie doodle on my part. We're learning. We're learning. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I was not able to be here yesterday because I got to run my first TTRPG game in quite a while. I'm very happy about it. Also, if you guys can hear any of the fans in the background, I apologize. It is boiling out there. There he is. You know, Dub Shadow, I had the sticky note up already. And then you hadn't redeemed it yet, so I had to get rid of it again. Just to wait for you to come back. So what's up with that? And also, congratulations on the new T-Ling. Let's go! How'd it go? Was very, very good. Everybody played well. All the shenanigans happened. I talked far too much as a DM, as I am one to do, unfortunately. And I think the highlight was the first actual, like, here's the situation, figure out what to do. The party had to go and gather an individual. They made it to that individual's door. There were 2 police officers at the door trying to get in. I was like, all right, party, let's see what you do. So one of the party members climbed up the wall because they're like a spider humanoid, and which I had forgotten. So I'm like, that's a pretty smart idea. You're thinking good. Then we tried to get everybody else onto the roof, and that didn't work. There was a lot of noise. And then the party was like, well, one of the cops is coming over to see what's going on. The other one's staying by the door, so let's try to make something of this. So one of the players tried to talk down the officer, and the other one dropped an AC unit on the other one's head. Complacent now, can we? Wow, Dub Shadow. Wow. Wow. Brutal. Brutal attitudes from the undead boy. Oh, very nice, Brian. I hope that it treats you well. Wow. I don't know if I feel like last night was one of my better sleeps in like the last 2 weeks. And it was like only about 5 hours. So I'm like, I feel kind of awake today, but I worry about the fact that the 5 hours was like oh man, I actually slept. It's like, oh no. Oh no, is this what I'm becoming? Am I becoming my name? My full name? Also, remind me, chat. There's no guarantee of this, but there is a potential that cursive puns may be appearing in this chat at some point. Remind me to ask him about why my full name was mentioned. This is important to me. This is just call it friendly VTuber drama, if you will. Call it whatever you wish, but I must do these things. Sorry, I'm sipping on a little bit of tea. I'm sipping on a little bit of water. We gotta keep ourselves hydrated. Whoa, Ling, what's with the panic? What's with the panic? It's okay. Just a little bit of friendly banter, you know? We're having a little fun over here. Is there something wrong with there being fun, Ling? Wrong button. There we go. Is there something wrong with that, Ling? Huh? Didn't think so. All I heard was the SpongeBob song. Which one? I need more information. Let me find it. Thank you kindly. See, this is why we're here for. Stop teasing her, Will. She started it. She started it with giving me a panicked expression, Roland. I had to in kind call out the shenanigans that was being had. There we go. Let's take a look-see Lou at this. Let's take a peek. Oh, F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere at any time at all. Understood. Understood. Again, as someone who did not watch SpongeBob and whose all knowledge of SpongeBob is through the what is that called again? Osmosis of other people's references. Sometimes I forget little bits and pieces because I never watched the original. So that makes things difficult to remember. You know? How can one remember a thing that they've never watched? There's only so much that the zeitgeist and references of others can actually give you. It's basically the equivalency of like kenkuing to some degree, you know? Once again, to compare myself to such creatures, there is definitely that vibe of. It's like, well, yeah, I can mimic, I can replicate what others have said, but I don't know the source. I don't know the origin point. I haven't seen the event horizon that is SpongeBob. Okay. I am trying desperately to remember what we did last time in Subnautica, and I can't quite remember. That said, I do remember being scared, which is not uncommon for me. It is Subnautica 2 after all. This game frightens me. It's a spooky underwater game full of spooky underwater things, like that creature, the Leviathan thing. I don't know what it actually is, but it's got tentacles. It looks like the head of Cthulhu removed from its body, which even still is horrifying. And I believe we were slowly moving a couple of bases closer to the inner sanctum because we were trying to look for lithium, I think is what it was. I think that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to find lithium. Insert the Evanescence song here once again. I don't remember the full lyrics, unfortunately, so that is going to make things a little bit difficult. But there definitely was a... You know what? Let me just... Lithium lyrics. Let's just take a look. Don't want to lock me up inside lithium. Don't want to forget what it feels without lithium. I want to stay in love with my sorrow. Oh, but God, I want to let it go. Good song. I do actually really enjoy it. I'm sorry. I like my Evanescence, okay? I like my when did that song even come out? Like like mid-2000s? Late 2000s? I like my 2000s, you know? 2004? TLD Rosa, I have no reason to think that you're wrong. So therefore, you're probably right. Hence why I was just like, yeah, the mid-2000s. So like 2003 to like 2007, you know? Like just kind of bracket that really hard. That is much easier for me. And hello, Evan. I hope that you're doing well. What is chat's opinion on boba tea? Well, chat, feel free to discuss. I personally, I'm not a super big fan, specifically just because of the little orbs in it. They don't sit well with my, how to say it? Like, I have a texture sensitivity, and the little orbies in boba tea do not sit well with my texture sensitivity. They hit in all the wrong ways. Okay. I'm going to be that guy. Normally, we usually chat for like 30 minutes. So we're going to keep chatting. Don't think that there's not going to be any conversation. It's not going to be the minute I hit the play button. It's just like, that's the end of that. I hope everybody had a great time talking because it's dead silent now. We're doing our Subnautica playthrough, no commentary. Well, there is a tiny part of me that, like, I like playing, you know, like city builders and colony sims in my free time. And there is a part of me that wants to, like, just be like, oh, you know, I mean, maybe this is, like, very content-brained, but there is kind of, like, a playing through, insert game name here, no commentary. You know, like, just basically record gameplay and just post it. I don't know if that would actually be interesting to anybody. Who knows? It's a thing that's bouncing around in my head. We figure it out. But yeah, I want to get back into Instaplay. Speaking of that, thank you all for reminding me. Thank you, Lang. You're doing great right now. Also, I hear that there's a lot of drama happening in your, or potential drama happening in your D&D game with your crew. What was the name of that game again? There's the one. Sorry, I was doing a little bit of internet sleuthing last night. And by internet sleuthing, I mean literally just like, hey, I see an article of something that seems interesting. Let's take a look at that, because I always just get like an odd little craving every now and then. For like RTSs. But every time I do, it never quite is what I think I want. I don't know why. I think that I've just gotten, I don't know, like I don't quite know how to like word that specifically. And I just saw an article that there was like a game coming out called Sanctuary Shattered Sun, and it was an RTS, and I'm like, oh, there's a demo out for it. I should give that a try. My child has assassins coming after her, and Lens now a silver ranked adventure. What does silver ranked mean? Explain. And Snappa, hello, always good to see you. I hope that you're doing well. Most drama is the bruised ego of a fighter who, as a player, I kneecapped for fairness in a spar. Or in a spar. You don't kneecap for fairness. You win with overwhelming force. In our homebrew, we have ranks in different guilds. Gotcha. There we go. All right, we got that boy downloading in the background. Who knows? We might potentially take a peek at it later. Like, if Subnautica gets too scary, it's like, all right, we're switching over for a moment. We're testing a demo today. Who knows? I gotta get used to doing that a little bit more. Just being like, all right, well, I still want to try this other thing for a moment, so let's give it a go. But I'm not very good at that in particular. So, we gotta... Oh, that's right. There was dialogue. Silver is what 10% of adventurers can obtain. Think of it like going from low to high rank in Monster Hunter. Mechanically, it's hard to explain post 10 level infamy. Gotcha. So you're just becoming like greater heroes, quote unquote. Did we ever end up getting that tech? I apologize. We're just immediately on the wait. Hold on. I need to remember something. Scanning, scanning, scanning. No, I don't think we ever got any upgrade that was able to help us deal with that, so that's actually a shame. But gotcha. So there's mechanics within mechanics in the game, so to speak. But alright. Hold on, there was Heat Post 1. There's all the stuff from over there, which is fine. But this is what we want now. Oh, there we go. Zip. Depth 470 meters. Electrical hazard.
This black box suffered electrical damage. I believe it belonged to Zipporah Mulk, lead Salvor. It postdates her death and reset in the deep thermal caves.
After 200 years, the whole complex must be so corroded.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
I do love that. Must be so corroded and literally just cut off by just electricity. Great hero who got bonked really hard with a stick and got KO'd while standing and stood there for another 4 to 5 whacks before falling over. I'm sorry, Snappa, what? What, their legs locked? Or do you mean that they got KO'd while standing and they just, like, the person just got like 15 swings in one turn? I don't think we upgraded you at all. At least I don't think we did. Right, we got the heavy capacity. We needed like a second thing though, didn't we, for an upgraded version of that? Or am I just completely off my rocker right now? Did I say let's make Len feel a friendly reminder to both of you goobers? I don't know who Renji and Len are in respective to peeps. I just see names. And we all know that I'm really bad at names. Whoops. Well, now we're here. Why do I have mild acid with me? And grease. Reggie is my bard. Len is Rain's swordsman. Okay, there we go. Those were important bits of information. I think you misremember how bad I am when it comes to names. I'm also bad with names. Takes me like 6 months unless I work with them directly. Moose, that's a frickin' mood. There's somebody at my work that has started saying hello to me more often, and just like I feel like such a... Oh, that's what's happening. I'm freaking dropping them on the floor. I was like, why was I not getting the bonuses for this? Has started saying hello to me with like my name, and I'm like, I know what your name is, but my brain just won't hold the name. You know what I mean? Like, it's just every time, like, I try to say hi to them, it just becomes, hey. And they haven't done anything. I just can't retain it. It just won't stay. And it, like, bugs the fuck out of me because I feel like I'm just being such, like, a dickhead for it. It's just like, I'm just so freaking bad at names. It's worse because then at one point I kind of was mentioning it to, like, a coworker. And they just kind of responded kind of sassily with just like, I remember the names of people that are important to me. And I'm like, dude, I'm not doing this on purpose.
Welcome aboard.
This isn't some weird Machiavellian attack on them. I'm just really bad with names. Oh, that's what it was. It was with the salt. That's right. And to be fair, like, just to give, like, a little bit of leeway to said coworker, they were saying it in a joking...
Welcome aboard.
How to say it? In, like, a sassy, joking manner. Like, it was... The implication was that it was just, like... Just being, like... Purposefully, like, sassy. But it was just, like, bruh, like... Like, I'm trying here. And then, like, how to say, like, you start overthinking it, right? Like, you start running their name through their head, so, like, the next time that you see them, you're like, yeah, this time I'm gonna say their name. And then you see them, and they're just like, hey, like, your name, and you're just like, hi. Fuck! Well, I remember the names of people I meet. Well, thank you for your social contribution, Mutant. Just like, yeah, you're the weird one. Okay. Remembering. We've already done the check here. I remember that. But we haven't upgraded our shot. For you, co-worker, I will laser... etch your name into my brain. Yeah, one of my exes, when I first met them before we were dating, it took me like 2 weeks, no, it had to be like 3 weeks before I could remember their name, and I had to do it in like a... You know, like the memory concept that you like break things down into like a silly way to approach things, because that way you can like remember stuff. Like how like for at least for people in Canada, I think in the US it's a little bit different, but like you have like bedmas to remember, like, you know, like brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, etc. You know, like that stuff. Like I would have to do that with some people's names, right? I'd have to be like, okay, how can I break their name down into, like, almost jokes so that I could... I saw something in the water out there for just a second. Oh, is there a second? Are there 2? Or was that 1? Ah, nope, I am not able to handle that right now. And Cobalt, I'm sorry that you didn't get a new tea. How are you doing, Cobalt? I hope that you're doing well. And thank you for the extra time. Wait, Cobalt. Cobalt, did you start playing Microscape? Are you a microscaping boy now? I'm just being Santa. How rude. There you go. For those who are not aware of what microscape is, if you need a super quick summary of what microscape is, imagine RuneScape, but pixel arty and focused purely on skill upgrades. Like, there's not really any traveling, there's just skill upgrading. And you should be making more pies. Why aren't you making more pies, Ling? Ling, I'm worried. So where is this darn place that I'm supposed to go to? That's where the black box is? Alright. Doing alright, thanks. Just trying to get some chores done. Good luck, be brave, my dude. I was just doing that earlier. Like, I woke up and was like, no, you have, like, these things that have to be done before stream. Where you, like, really are just like, no, lock in right now. You got this. You can do this. You have to. You don't have a choice. I ran out of energy. I'm worried about you, Ling. I hope you find your energy back soon. That is really frickin' far. Why? Like, we've been here before and it wasn't really that dangerous, knock on wood. I think we're still dealing with daytime, it's just really dark in here. Ooh, that's a thing I don't think we've been here. Hello? Can we harvest you? Can't hit it. Can't poke it. Why do I have 2 survival tools? Okay, so not harvestable. Hello, silver. I don't think we were really in a bind for silver, though, were we? I mean, I say that, and then I'm gonna run out of silver at one point and just be super embarrassed about it. Oh, this is just a silver node. What the heck? Look at all this silver! 1 for each hand. Hell yeah. Undefeatable. Like a Slayer dwarf from Warhammer Fantasy. Just an axe in each hand, ready to go and find my death in the on the old battlefields. I feel like I'm about to just bump into something horrifying. You know what I mean? I hate it. I'm going back to the light where I belong. Ah, it's nice here. Just go fuck with the totally not China elves. Is that what they're supposed to be? I haven't seen any of, like, the new, how to say, like, any of, like, the Age of Sigmar stuff at all. Like, I know very little about the fantasy stuff. I know some of the lore of 40k because, you know, I have friends who enjoy the sci-fi and are just like, you want to hear about 40k? And I'm like, you goddamn right I do. Question is, when does the dark stop? Does it ever stop? Eventually the dark comes for us all, after all. Ugh. 40k is hilarious. Yeah, I love 40k, because it's exactly what it is. It's almost self-aware. It really does make me sad when you learn about the peeps that, like, are like, oh, but, like, this is, like, peak. You know, like, this is peak, this is how humanity should be. And it's like, what are you talking about? It is the equivalency of, like, a cautionary tale about the things you should not be doing. Everyone's trying to kill each other. Everyone is angry. It's literally the grim, dark, distant future where there was only war. Like, what part about that says, yeah, we should model society after this? No, you big dumb idiot. Bonk. Bad. Feel bad about what you just said out loud. $40K is the best. I'd say is one of the best unsatirical satire. Snap. I don't know why, but I can't make that sentence work. I'm sorry for failing you like this. $40K is one of the best unsatirical satires of edgy grimdark. There we go. It took me like 3 reads. Well, what are the damn kids talking about with their age of Sigma? Not Sigma, Sigmar, with an R at the end. You shouldn't have wanted... You sure you don't want to be lobotomized and serve as a doorknob? Yeah, you know. I'm sure there's better, there's worse existences. Like fighting Tyranids. I feel like that's a worse existence. Or your skull, with brain partially intact, gets to read scripture to some Adeptus Mechanicus guy for the next 50 years till your vocalizer wears out. And it has to be replaced with a newer, inferior model. Snappa, I don't know what that's a reference to. I have the joy of not being aware of this. And if you'll permit, let me keep living that lack of awareness. Thank you. Let me keep not being aware. Let me live in this blissful ignorance that is my current life. Please and thank you. Gosh dang it, Dub Shadow. Jail.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, this is literally just here at this point, just as like a PowerPoint hub. Yeah, we're gonna have to go drop some stuff off at base. Now, if I'm recalling correctly, we can zoom through here. Cut a hard turn. At least the furniture doesn't get tortured, maybe. See, that's the scary part. The maybe. And it's a heavy maybe that just hovers ominously overhead. And I feel like in a way that in itself is part of the torture, you know? It's just like, well, at least I got turned into a piece of furniture, so I'm not gonna get tortured. And then there's just a long pause and just, right? Glance around the room, right? Of course I put the salt in the quartz. But now where the heck is my salt? I swear I had one that was just salt. Is this where I've been storing the salt? What kind of madman have I become? Definitely going to be dropping that, though. I can't have multiple of those. That's just going to cause problems. The daylight returns! We commence our adventures once more. Back into the deeps! Don't worry, chat. This go-getter attitude of mine will be dispersed pretty rapidly once I see another one of those frickin' boys. I will regret and eat my words rapidly. But for now, daylight's burning, and we must continue forward. Also, if you guys start seeing me do this, say something. I'm being a slouchy boy the last while. I think partly due to just my really shite sleep. And I gotta fix that, because I'm starting to get back pain from the slouching, and it's like, no, we gotta fix this. Also, have yourself a good shower, Brian. Strogification? What the heck does strogification mean? Explain, Snappa. This is a torturous experience, and I'm sure being furniture is not pain-free, as this is the elder we're talking about. I mean, you're right. Oh, it's a thing from Quake. Concerning noises activated. Ooh, hello. Oh, it looks like salt. Salt and gold. I say as if that's a bad thing. Oh, we're getting close to our depth limits here. And also heading potentially into an area that's fucking scary. And again, what part of this damn place isn't scary? What the fuck are you? Cool. And we got little dart boys coming at us.
Extracting metal from seawater could provide renewable resources for massive construction projects. Pioneers on Rakshasa extracted lead for emergency shelters from the native Ethel pools, preferring to die in toxic delirium rather than tumor-riddled agony.
Oh. So, wait. Toxic idle delirium. So is that to some degree we could make the argument that that's like euthanasia? Like, yeah, we're just gonna fill you with frickin' with what's the word I want there? Like morphine rather than just have you die like a slow, delirious death. Well, good news. The metal farms are all over the place here, so getting the 3 scans is not going to be that difficult. Also, I feel like we're going to have to build here at something super morphine. Well, how to say, like, I guess to play around with that topic a little bit. Like, 3 out of my 4 grandparents, my opas and omas, took the euthanasia approach in life, or I guess in not life. I feel like in life was a bad choice of words in that point. Like they all were dealing with stuff. All right, you. I don't like the way you look. You frighten me, but also I do need to scan you. Thank you. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't be mad. You look like somebody who would be very upsetting to be around if you were mad. But also, where is the node? Oh god, it's frickin' down there? Well, that's actually not too far down, but god knows what else is going to be found in there. Ugh. There's a case to be made. Yep. for all of them, it was, I mean, specifically what was just said. Like, they all were suffering from a form of misery would lead to misery-inducing, like, cancer. And they just went, yeah, I don't want to live like that. Do I even want this? What is this? Used to kickstart technologies such as metal farms, not reproducible with standard, do not eat. What? I'm not allowed to eat that? That's bullshit. This has to be like uranium, right? Hardened industrial runoff contains very based, or yeah, contains very, wouldn't this be like varied, or contents varied, that was the problem. I was not saying the word of local production during the waning days of the, soon. I died. It's the stuff! We need this for like a lot of upgrades. This is a big find. All right, we're gonna have to hunker down a base down here. I don't quite know yet how we're gonna make that all work, but weird mushroom ice cream goo. No, this. For something light. Can you not? Well, we already have this boy, but we can scan him nonetheless. I don't know why I'm not more frightened right now, because I really should be. This is clearly not a safe place, you know? Like... Hold on, let's actually see what kind of prices we're looking at when it comes to this new... Was it under utility? No. Cultivation. Okay, there we go. So we need the something alloy in that. Seed with metal to grow. Large metal deposit. Shatter to harvest. Very high power draw. That's not too surprising. Hey, Syrinx, how's it going? Yeah. The rows upon rows of teeth make me not super comfortable. Oh, fuck everything and everyone. All damage imminent. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't know that they came, but well, we did see the one, and we know that there's at least a second one, so I should have assumed there was a third one. Still, fuck. If I turn that on, I did. Yup, here we go.
I'm fine, I'm fucking fine.
That's how I feel right now. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fucking fine. This thing is gonna get torn apart if I keep driving around so recklessly. Well, good news. The scanners are not screaming at me. There's what we're looking for. Alright, let's do the metal farm thing. Scan these for the... What the fuck are those spider-ass looking sons of bitches? Ow.
Ease up, boss. I got my memory wiped, not my wits. There's no current. After 200 years, the whole complex must be so corroded.
Scan tongue thief. What does that mean? What is a tongue thief? I don't want to keep reading it. That's where I'm at right now, you know? Don't bite me, you jerk. See, this is why we brought the HP stuff. Oh wait, this is what we needed. Oh, we got it.
Modification continues a dangerous trend of adapting alien technology to Altera devices.
Nope. Here's to say something. Yeah? Yeah? Go ahead. Say something, Dub Shadow. It's probably one of those parasite fish that eats and replaces the tongue with another fish. That's horrifying. Okay. We need to head back and we need to upgrade our boy with a better boy so that we can start doing other things. But also...
30 seconds.
Someone vomited on my bike and then the muffler on my car broke, so it sounds like one of those annoying racers. God damn, dude. Sorry, I didn't see a message there for a second. I was busy panicking.
Warning. Maximum depth reach. Hull damage imminent.
Hull damage can't be imminent. It's still fine. I actually need to leave a thing here. Utility. Beacon. And label it, Wow, you really are... Ow, you shit! Oh, and because of him, it's now still beacon. Frickin' son of a frick. Cranky boy noises, I swear. Hold on, let me see something. I feel like I've missed a couple of messages. There we go. Okay. Yes, I know. I'm sorry for the things I do. So we could build a base here. It'd be relatively easy to do. We would have a very easy power source to have. We could build easily. There'd be a couple of resources. We'd have to do some runs back and forth, but that's not too difficult. We're specifically wanting to do it so that we can actually activate this bad boy. I don't know specifically what it brings to the table, but I feel like it brings something to the table that we actually need. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
The final bloom is produced by an infected angel comb. The comb contains useful adaptations, but it must be cleared of virus. Treatment must begin with the juvenile combs nearby. Following infected rock boars may lead you to these juveniles.
Yes, I know. Thank you for the intel. I appreciate it. Even though I harumph a little bit. Don't mind me, chat. Just being a little cranky. That's not true. I'm not even being cranky. I'm just being... Okay, wait. No, we don't want to go that way, because that way doesn't really lead to where we're trying to get to. We want to go up. We want to go up. I just want to know more about how someone managed to puke on your bike. That's where like all my like confusion is coming from right now. Like I don't even know why it's causing confusion. But it's still just like, but who does that though? And why? Why? What sicko, what sinister being caused this shenanigans to happen? Is this potentially how we get access to lithium as well? Not even actually all that sure. Let's start by doing the things that we do. Is there a thing that this thing gets added to? Doesn't look like it, so you just get cooked on your own. Perfect. Then we throw that on the ground because we don't know how to click buttons properly. There. We have this, so there's a bunch of things that we can now... Okay, so we need that, and we need the glass. I'm so glad we can do the ping thing. So we start by changing the recipe to that, and we need 2 of it. Luckily, we have enough for that, which is lovely. So let's make sure to snooze. We're not quite ready yet for them ads. Heck that noise. And then, we need to be able to make that special glass, but in order to make the special glass, we actually need 2 pieces of glass to begin with. And then we make the 2. Now, Moose, I think the big issue is, and Syrinx, remind me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure your bike is indoors. So it's not just that someone puked on his bike, it's that someone puked on his bike indoors. So it's just like an insult to injury, you know what I mean? Where it's like, really? Really? And thank you for the hydrate, by the way. I appreciate that, TLD Rosa. And for the stretch, you caught me. You caught me. Oh, I was definitely shrimping. Oh, God. So let's fix that. Oh. I appreciate it. Oh. 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 Alright, and let's craft.
This resonator modification continues a dangerous trend of adapting alien technology to Altera devices.
Look at this thing. It's actually kind of cool. Oh. Bubble. Just shatters my door. Just dematerializes the door. Just, oh, well, you know. Hindsight, I shouldn't have been throwing that around well willy-nilly, but here we are. Okay, so what were some of the things that we can now... There were a couple of things that I think we could build? There were things that specifically required the stuff. Well, I presume that's one of them. So let's actually get that going too, because I'm guessing that's that. Oh, it requires Titanite first. Wow, that is an expensive thingy. Let's get some of those going then. Nothing seems to be broken. You're right, but there was always a chance of it, you know? It's 30, so we don't need to eat that yet. We are out of water, so just before we go for our first ad break. I was really sure that that was a frickin' water slug, and now I'm just embarrassed. Water slugs, where are you? There's one. My boy! Yoink. We'll want at least one more, just for safety. Well, probably two, honestly. The water requirements are most certainly a thing. Ah, heck, why not two more? Why not? Let's treat ourselves. That one, though, those get to stay. We're not monsters. We do a dash. We do a dash. We do one more dash.
Welcome aboard.
Wait a second. Oh no, those are different things. Oh yeah, now we're gonna be swimming in water. As we should. And boop. There we go. Alright, everybody. We need to unfortunately take our quick 3-minute ad break because it is the 1 hour mark, which means the server spirits have been screaming at me. You guys can't hear it. They're in my ears. They're not in yours, thankfully. But they're out here just like, well, we want to do the things. And I'm like, oh my god, fine. You get your frickin' little ad break. You annoying little devils, you. So, we need to take a quick little 3-minute ad break, but that doesn't mean that you guys need to actually be watching them. So, during the 3-minute ad breaks, I encourage you, if you can and are able to get up and stretch. Grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself something to drink, make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. I will be back ASAP. BRB. And we're back. Oh my god, we're back. I realized I could have potentially ran more of these through. But at the same time, would we need to? I say no. There. Let's get those boys crafting. How long do they take? Only 30 seconds a pop. I don't know if that's a new quality of life thing or not, but I swear there were other reasons for this. Also, I panicked for a second seeing our power levels being so low, and then I realized that we have, like, several batteries across the different nodes, and it's like, yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be just fine. So I realized that that is still being a thing. May the batteries save us all. Dang right, Ling. Blessings upon batteries. Without them, where would we be? I don't gotta go in this direction. Thank you for welcoming me back on board. Very kind of you. We jump into the boy. We went in the the instant opposite direction. My brain is a scrambled egg right now. Welcome back, Ryan. Hope you had a good shower. We're gonna go and deal with this son of a gun. In search of shatter. Target acquired. Fire! You know, I'm gonna be real. I really thought this was going to work. Now I don't know what to do. Oh wait, is it this? Fire! Aha! It's just the range! We can't break through the bubble itself, but that's irrelevant when we can just fire from afar. Thank you for the strikes in the Hydra, by the way, Cobalt. I appreciate that. Oh! This morning I woke up with actually fairly bad back pain. So I did a thing that I haven't done, I think, ever. I filled my bathtub up with enough water that basically most of my torso would be filled if I was laying in it. And I just filled it with hot water and then just laid half submerged and just kind of was there we go. Let's just lay here for 10 minutes. I set a timer for 10 minutes. I was listening to some sci-fi ambience while my ears were underwater, so it was just this muffled. It was actually an enjoyable 10 minutes, but heck, we'll had a bath. No, that doesn't classify. That doesn't classify as a bath. Nice try, Cobalt. A bath implies full submersion. This was partial submersion. Epsom salts are the best, seriously. I have never tried, and I really should one day just get off my butt and just do so. Because you're not the first TLD Rosa to mention that. And every time I'm just yeah, I'm sure it'll work. But imagine all the work that requires. And it's just yeah, maybe I should just stop thinking like that and just give it a try. The worst that happens is that it doesn't work. And it's okay, well, now I know that it doesn't work. There's our next target. Firing. Fire. Oh, we did it. I feel like more of the stuff should fade. Or is it fading? Oh, it is fading. Okay. Dissolve, weirdo. No one would know any better. Could still sell. Could still sell the... Oh, that's bathwater. No, nobody would want that. Why would anyone want that, Dub Shadow? Why did anybody want it the first time is already a question that scholars have died thinking about. Fucking Men sitting in front of cork boards that are just full of red tape or like red string, yelling in drunken stupors about what does it all mean. Was for perverted sex stuff. No, it was to drink because people saw the potential to make money off it for the memes. Let's be honest. There might have been a few peeps that considered it for that, but most were doing it because they could make freaking content out of it. Scary noises. At least I need to say that out loud to myself. Dub Shadow, you're killing my faith in you right now. Do we need to stop being friends? Stares with a blank expression. Ball's in your court now, Dub Shadow. Make your choice. Make your choice or make your peace. Will you little goobers stop being so violent? Oh, I have no desire for bath water. Then what do you desire, Dub Shadow? Oh, that's right, Dark Eldar Steppies. That's what you crave. Right, apologies. We established this already. Oh, there's no scannableness here.
Overlord, Captain.
And that it turns the water into more streamer bath water. I mean, that's the equivalency of saying, does piss water classify as holy water because if you pour it into other water, does it become more piss water? Yes, it does, Cobalt. Yes, it contaminates the water when it was poured into other things. Although I think you do eventually have to reach a point where it's just like, is there even like a purpose to this? Yeah, hold on. Speaking of, is that one of the nodes? Yes, but it doesn't open. Maybe I'll have to look along it a little bit. So a drop in the ocean. Yeah, it's kind of what, oh, what is that medicine attitude again? It's, is it homeopathy that I'm thinking of? The idea, like, the original, like, homeopathy was, like, well, like begets like. So if you take a poison, but you dilute it immensely, you know, like a single drop in like 1,000 liters kind of idea, it will protect you from the sickness. Like you'll just like you'll recover from the ailment because you're consuming the thing that's killing you. But there is a point where it's just so diluted where it just doesn't like really mean anything anymore. I don't know what that means, Dub Shadow, because I don't think I've actually reached that point, and... oh yeah, I forgot to uninstall the game. I gotta still do that. Okay, so there's another one that we have to deal with then. And it goes this way. I take it there's no way to actually go this way, though.
Warning. Maximum death
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Goodness, they just... Wish I could. Wish I could. I don't know how the rabies vaccine works, but like we're talking like ancient, well, ancient times, quote unquote, like that'd be like the, I think it was the 17 or 1800s where they were like, yeah. If someone's dying because of thing, what if we just feed them more of thing? And a lot of people were like, well, that's silly, and it's just like, well, it is silly, but one of the reasons that it was helping at the time is because people didn't hydrate enough. So they were just diluting something with water so often that they were just, flashbang! God, these guys are so heckin' rude.
Warning. Maximum death reach. Hull damage imminent.
Will you fucking stop? God damn. Alright, that's it. We're gonna set up over here because over there is clearly too dangerous.
Warning. Power offline.
I know, we'll get to that part when we get to it. Don't you worry. Oh yeah, we need a quartz for that. Well, there's quartz right there. Perfect. Put it in your bloodstream. Yes, sorry. Are they seriously attacking me again? What is with these little shitheads? Good God. There's no preservation of life on them. They just want to hurt everything and everyone. Their existence is just hatred.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. It's nice to be on board. Needs more titanium. Alright, we gotta find more titanium. Can't be that hard to find.
Captain.
But it was super difficult to find. He spent hours hunting. I know that little son of a bitch. And by little, I mean big son of a bitch is up there. So I don't really want to go up all that much. You know, no reason. God, the little dart pricks are just everywhere, aren't they? We have to keep an eye on our depth, because otherwise we potentially crush our vehicle. Oh no, I actually didn't have enough space for that. Glug. No way. I need you. Let's drop you. Drop you. I hope I remember where they are. Just a reminder, they are going to fall right there, so they're right here, right at the edge where the thing comes. Okay, it's right next to the thing. That's not too hard to remember. Knock on wood. Look, I'm gonna try to remember, chat. That's the best I can... That's the best I can give you. So I'm gonna try my dangest to remember.
Welcome aboard.
Remember what? Oh no. Moose, don't do this to me. Moose, no! Oh, it's gone. Ah, it's all gone. Oh yeah, we gotta do like a whole get up for that. Dang it. It takes a lot of power, and it's a whole thing. That needs golden tungsten. Well, the gold's not gonna be hard to find, because it's right over there. I don't have a lot of space for it, but I'll make it work. I just wish we had a little bit more. It's not tungsten, it's titanium. Brain, please! Please! By the end of this stream, you will hear me pull my brain out of my own head and yell at it.
Escape the cycle.
Who's mom? Just sing the song. This is the song that never ends. It goes on and on. I only know the line, I am titanium. So, that's going to be a difficult ask, unfortunately. Once again, giving up the quartz. That's all you need to know. I am titanium. Now you'll never forget. Oh, I will forget. Oh, Moose. Moose. My beautiful chatter. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I am going to call it tungsten again. I don't even know when my brain snapped those two things together.
All damage imminent.
Because I know that in, like, Hearts of Iron 4, for instance, it uses both. I am uranium. Over. Done. No more hope.
Welcome aboard.
Right, I needed the gold. I don't have the space for the gold. Stay. But no, my ability to just forget things. And yeah, I do think it has something to do a little bit with Hearts of Iron 4. Like, if I were to take a bit of a ponderance, because there's both tungsten and steel in it. Now, but I don't know, and yeah, but it doesn't have titanium, I think. Or does it? Oh, if it does, then I'm gonna be real embarrassed, because at that point I have no excuses. I just realized that the whole reason I was over there was to put a thermal plant to make power. Actually, it's chromium. Thank you, Dub Shadow. Now go back to the timeout corner. You're still in the timeout. You're still in timeout for being a sassy boy. I get that it's heat danger, but like, why am I not getting that much power from here? Like, I'll take it, because like, power's power, but... Look, it's been a while since someone's been in the timeout corner, Dub Shadow. I don't know if that you can take that as praise, but if you wish to, it's all yours. Gosh dang it, of course we would run out of copper.
Welcome aboard.
Yoink. Yoink, yoink, yoink.
Power connected. All systems online.
Okay. It's Max from the look of it. Look, we're doing fine. We're succeeding, and yeah, I saw the bar. I think its maximum is actually 15 moose, but you'd like, I'm not gonna like fidget and like tweak it just perpetually just for like an extra thing, especially when I do intend to actually connect the two together, you know? It's like, nah, that seems like a frick ton of work just to... just not have to really worry about it in the near future. What do I treat the voice as? Hostile, friendly, a hybrid of the two. What are we thinking? What are we feeling? Let me know in the comments down below. When you're so content-brained that the only thing you can think about is, chat, what was your opinion on this? There's the other branch out. We might have to follow that at some point. Oh wait, I think it's literally right here. Just put that there and let it flow. I'll have to grab that thing later. We fall out of here as we need to. Yeah, it's over there. There it is. Fire. I think there's another... Yeah, there's another node around here that we need to still need to bonk, but... We've got range now. It must be over here. The light, it calls to us. Fire one!
Successful. Return to the adult angel cone to check the status of the main viral bloom.
Oh. Was that a dolphin sound? As in the thing, or me making a noise? Because, Moose, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I tend to not really pay attention to the sounds that I'm making. So... yeah. I don't have an answer for you, and I'm sorry for that. Hold on, we gotta go and check the darn thing then. They're like, go and check the actual angel cone, because if it's good, then we want whatever upgrade it's about to give us. It still has this son of a gun, so... yeah, it's not there yet.
The bloom is produced by an infected angel cone. It contains useful adaptations, but it must be cleared of virus. One of the juveniles feeding it has been treated. One remains.
Well, at least it's giving me that intel, which I can appreciate. Look, man, you're making progress, but you're not there yet. Keep working. Oh, okay. this is gonna get... Definitely, we're gonna be taking it from there, and we're gonna be going that way. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna go like this. Oh no! Damn it, I need a quartz! Oh, how could this have happened? Oh, how embarrassing. The worst timeline, I'm telling you. At least we know where we can find the quartz, because we left them all over the place. Now, we know that there's actual full quartz down there. Well, that one, not that one specifically. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Goodness gracious. Oh, we're actually still below. So, yeah, there's where the quartz were. Will, why are you fighting with your video game? No reason. That's none of your business, quite frankly. Don't you fight with your video game chat? No? Well then, you're not getting invested in your game enough. Mm-hmm. That's right. I'm not the problem here.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, wait, if I recall correctly... That's not actually big enough for this boy, is it? It's not actually going to attach. Yeah, because it can't. That's right. I remember.
Welcome aboard.
I'm gonna run out of tungsten before I do this. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. Yep, there it is. And thank you for the stretch, TLD Rosa. I appreciate it. TLD Rosa, are you okay if I just simply call you Rosa? If not, I will continue to do so. I just want to check and see if that's alright. I appreciate the stretch, by the way. Oh, needed. I'm specifically asking because as we were just talking about how I can be a little bit of a scatterbrain boy, sometimes, especially when it comes to names, sometimes I look at your name and my brain's just like, how do you say that? And it should be insanely obvious because, well, gestures at name. But just for some reason, every now and then, my brain's just like, tuh. And it's like, come on, man, you could do better than this. And it's like, I can't. Oh? Hello? Oh. I was so excited. And no, Moose, I understand, but just it's the dyslexia hybriding with like my just general anxiety of just being like, you're gonna fuck it up. Oh, you're gonna fuck it up, and it's just like, hi. Is it okay if I just remove a couple of letters here and just refer to you as this part of the sentence? To be clear, though, Rosa, if you wanted it to just be TLD Rosa, I am more than willing to accommodate that. Just had to check in because brain is goofy sometimes.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Warning. Maximum death
Oh my
rate.
goodness, I'm
All
sorry. It gets so mad. It's pen name, so call whatever you please. Oh, you can't give me that option though, because then my brain's just gonna be like, well, what would be a cool thing to add to the TLD parts? Like, what could we break that down into? And it's like, no,
Welcome
just
aboard.
call them Rosa. Stop with your weird little brain shenanigans. There we go. And oop. All right, now it should have enough space. Hello, friend.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's stick you in here. There we go. Diving board. It's specifically to be able to let this thing lock in so that it can charge up. But I see you're thinking, Moose, and now I can't unsee it, and I don't know if I can forgive you for that. Just doing the like stereotypical like movie style like, Moose, can I have you in the other room for a moment, please?
Welcome aboard.
Just realizing that this looks like a diving board now that you've mentioned it, and it's like, oh, I can't actually unsee that. Like, it's specifically, it's the tadpole docking bay, but now all I see is a diving board. And it's like, ah, yes. Gotta get my... Dang it, I don't watch diving, like competitive diving enough to be like, yeah, these are the names of some of like the competitive motions that you could do. There we go. Yeah, it eats battery power pretty decently, but that's okay. Alright, so what we need to do... Technically, we're supposed to be pushing forward with story right now. I acknowledge that, but I'm in like building project brain mode now. It's like, no. We have to connect all the bases together so that we can figure out how to do the metal mining stuff, because I don't think we can just put metal miners everywhere. I think they have to be over there specifically. If I were to, there doesn't seem to be any like good argument to be made that it's just like, no, they can go wherever you want. It's like, no, they have to be. It just doesn't make sense to me that you would put them in the middle of the ocean where like there was clearly a reason that they were all built over there specifically. Maybe I'm wrong.
Welcome aboard.
Maybe we'll just slap one down and see what happens.
Warning. Power offline.
Oh, that's not great. It cannot... How much power does this thing take, you think? You know what? Regardless. Wrong button pushing. I will get it eventually.
Power connected.
Also, Rosa,
All
pen
systems
name.
online.
Does that imply a writer? Or am I
Welcome aboard.
overthinking? Slap you down there as well. We don't need the gold. We're literally just looking for copper and tungsten. Titanium. No. Points itself. I can't imagine. I mean, you're right. I mean, they're currently... I think I mentioned this on a different... how to say, I think I mentioned this in stream before, but they're apparently working on some technologies in China at the moment to use solar power with this newly discovered way of making, I think, carbon mesh in order to speed up turning salt water into fresh water. To the point of where it's actually like... if they can do it on a larger scale, it can actually be like quite revolutionary. first-time author, way into first draft of my first book. Oh, very nice. Congratulations. As somebody who enjoys diving into writing, but knows he doesn't have the commitment to actually be able to write a full-length thing, I always get hype whenever I hear that somebody is taking their steps into becoming an author. Done. Any other demands?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I think it's one of the reasons why I tend to stick to tabletop role-playing games, because it's like, yeah, I can be like I can kind of be a writer, sort of, but I can also just, you know, not have to, like, be strictly adherent to a very particular storyline. I didn't either until just recently. I'm very ADHD about how I build my book, so I get it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Also got that lovely ADHD, so I fully understand. Neurodivergency. Yay. 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 Alright, I know the Dart Boys are in here, but we're going to find... Well, we're going to at least see if there's any copper in here. There's more titanium. There we go. Managed to hold the word proper this time.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There's some of our important material. It's not going to get us super far, but it'll get us somewhere. Is there a specific genre that you're currently writing for? If you're willing to share, of course. Sorry, when I hear the writer stuff, I'm always just like, ooh. Curiosity triggered. Information, not required, but further information demanded. No. I never did grab that darn quartz, did I? Or I did, and then I left it back there. Oh. Oh, I'm crushing it right now. Urban fantasy with Dragon Rider elements. Nice! I enjoy myself a good fantasy. My coworker is currently desperately attempting to get me to finish the first book of Mistborn. And the ADHD brain makes it a difficult trek, but gosh dang it, I'm trying. Hello, did I never see you? Have I only ever been here? I didn't. That's embarrassing. I unfortunately have a hard time reading just gestures aggressively back at the ADHD.
Warning. Maximum depth reach. Hull damage imminent.
That's why I'm building a channel, so I make disciplined time for myself to write. Hey, very smart idea. There's one of them. I used to... a buddy of mine really wanted to get into just like a bit of like simple writing. So like, he wanted to try like poetry. So like haikus were specifically what he was interested in. And I'm like, well, do you want to do like daily haikus where it's just like very rapid fire, like you have 10 minutes to write it. One of us picks a topic at random, we throw it out there, you have 10 minutes to write it. Just, you know, like get your brain going, because he felt like he wasn't, like his creativity was kind of just failing him at the time. I don't know where I was going with this. There was a reason I was saying this, and I have forgotten at this point where I was going with it. Oh, that's totally fine, Moose. That's just a thing that I wanted to specifically do. And, like, Buddy just kind of got roped into it.
Welcome aboard.
Don't get me wrong, I think at the end he thought it was beneficial, but, like, I can see why somebody wouldn't want to do that, because it can be, like, stressful. It can be, as you said, like, it's kind of whiplashy. We're just like, dude, slow down, please. And, like, there are positives and negatives to it as well, right? Like, a big issue that I run into, because I was doing a lot of poetry like that, like, I, a couple of times would do, like, a poem a day for, like, a month. And the issue is that it was very, as Rosa was saying, like, very stream of conscious. And the problem is that's, like, still a thing that I do. But, like, if I can't get access to, like, a piece of paper and a pen, or, like, you know, like a recording device, or, like, a keyboard, like, it fades from my brain as soon as it's there. Like, if I don't immediately get it put down, it's just like, well, that's gone. But I need a prompt if it's short notice. I made hilarious. Your mileage may vary choices. When dealing with prompts. I am intrigued by these words, Moose. Oh, there's just not enough space. Of course there's not. We just expand the room a little bit. That was not the thing I wanted. I want scanner. Still not enough room, eh? Hear me out. What if we make the room a little bit bigger? Right, anywhere I go. The problem is Rosa, is I'm not allowed to have my phone out at work. And these ideas happen while at work. And I just have to be like, oh, this is nice. And it's gone.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's too effing big. Man, you're not the first person to have said that to me before, Moose. I hope the badumts came through the microphone. I know, we have to kill the parasite. I get it. It's okay. That is going to be a long distance between the two to get power flowing. Ugh, going to be a rough one. We're probably going to be hunting for some copper again relatively soon. The base itself doesn't really need to be dealt with, but...
Warning. Power offline.
Yeah, we'll get to that
Power
part.
connected. All systems online.
Oh, definitely had not enough space for all the things. And specifically copper. Well, I need to heal a little bit anyway, so let's just grab it. I'm going to be hunting for food soon as well, by the look of it. Where is our... There it is. And I wish there was a way to either have extended versions of these.
Seek caloric intake.
or that it just shows you where it is. Sometimes, Rosa, I get lucky and I'll get like access to like a desk with like a pencil and paper on it, and I just scribble down just like the most that I can get down before it's like, nope, I can't justify not working right now. Or, you know, somebody giving me guff about it. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Blech. God, I can't wait till we have more distance. Even that is enough. Oh, for sure. Just more an annoyance of all the ones that in, like, the moment, it was just like, oh, I feel like that would have been a good idea, but it's gone now. But I guess that's also, like, a cry over spilled milk situation, too, right? Where it's just like, ah, there'll be other ones. You'll come up with something else. Alright, yeah, we gotta get back to the ship before we drown. And also our caloric intake is actually quite bad right now. And also I'm pretty sure they're attacking the tadpoles, so we gotta deal with that too.
Oxygen.
I know, we're making perfect progress, we'll be fine. Oh, we are on this side of it though, so.
Aboard, Captain.
Oh, I heard that gasp. That was an unsettling gasp. That. Also, have a good night, Brian. Thanks so much for hanging out. Have yourself a good evening, my dude. So we'll have to go to the other side again in order to be able to get the food. Hello. Hi, friend. Yoink. Also the darts. Can't believe I actually missed grabbing it when I was so close to it. 1. 2. 3. There we go. Alright, let's go make some food, some calorific intake, as they say. Ow! Ah, when you try to do things fast, and that just causes all manner of problems. That'll teach me. No, it won't. But we can pretend like it will. Hi. Food, please. I swear we had something that we could do with you that also lets you do extra cooking, but I guess I'm wrong. I was so sure, though. I guess not. Well. Now we cook you regularly. Yum. Yum. And we're gonna need more sea slugs. Or water slugs. Just water slugs. Just water. What? Words. I know that there's at least 2 over here. 'Cause I let them live last time. Yoink. Yoink. Not this time, though. I've done it. Well, look who's finally done it. Well, well, well. It took, what, 7 months? But he's finally done it. Hello, Simple Recordings. So tell me, what gave it away?
Welcome.
And thank you for the follow. I super appreciate it. do all 3 of them? I did. Alright, perfect. Let's do a thinky think. Well, a gulpy gulp actually is the first thing that we gotta do. We should probably wait until daytime because it is gross outside, but I'm kind of hyper-focusing at the moment, so... Wait, do we have any more copper in here? That's the important thing right now. Do we... Yes. Why do we have copper ingots? I have no memory of this. Well, is what it is. Just build like... Can't be afraid of the ocean if the whole thing is a flashbang!
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There is no sound, there's no creatures, there's just... Boo. Yeah, we'll have to find a couple of more copper nodes around before we actually go out on our adventures again. Well, speak of the devil and he shall appear. Excellent. We're finding stuff nice and rapidly now. The incandescent buzz. Ooh, my favorite. That's my ASMR right there. That's not true. That was a bold-faced lie. I'm sorry I've lied to you like this, Moose. Yeah, that's probably still not enough copper to actually get us there. I don't know why I've decided on this maddening, like, link all the basis projects, but, you know, we live our frickin' lives, I guess. Oh, that's a solid object. How embarrassing. But just know, I did win. You did, in fact, do. Do your dangdest. Get on out of here. Live your dangdest life. Enjoy your celebrations. Eat a good food in the celebrations. Yeah, there's no way we have enough. Ah, well. There's more copper where that came from. I don't know if the resources in this game respawn, though. I don't think they do, but... I can't say that with any semblance of confidence. Not that that's particularly important regardless. Hearing the ominous sound of creatures nearby and not really being sure what they are. I don't like it. Oh yeah, we're not making it. We're gonna get closer. We're gonna probably need... How many will we need? Probably like 5 more copper if I'm gonna just take like a pot shot. We're gonna aim a little low with these too so that we're not just constantly crashing into them. Because that's not particularly helpful either. Plus all your bases have power. Oh, absolutely, Moose. Like, the whole purpose of this is to be like, okay, well, I have pretty good power production across the bases. Let's link them. Especially since we have, like, a robust battery system on one of the bases. So, like, if there's any, like, heavy power fluctuation, it's like, okay, we can recover from this. Simply due to the fact that we just have time to recover from this. You know what I mean? There is a safety net that I can rely on. But first, we have to actually find the copper in order to continue our endeavors. And I guess also a little bit of titanium. I had to, like, force myself. I could hear the tungsten rolling in my brain, and it's like, no. No, you know that's not the correct word. Me at me, talking to me a lot. Scary noise? But how scary? Oh, it's just one of them. The dart throwers. Not quite as frightful as they could be. Another heat source. Any titanium or copper amongst it, though, is the big question. Nothing immediate. Which is a bit of a shame. Has it already been an hour? My goodness. The lovely individuals to chat with. The sleepyheads always bringing a wonderful and interesting, just general enjoyable conversation. Mixed with this just being one of those games that just consumes your time. In a way that you're not even upset about. It was bound to happen. Yeah. Alright. As much as I wish to avoid it, it is just one of those things that eventually you can't avoid. We are going to have to go for a quick ad break. Ew. Ew, I say ew. So, we are going to take a quick little 3-minute ad break. As per usual, if you guys can and are able to, I hope that you get up and stretch, grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself something to drink, make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. I will be back ASAP. BRB. we're back. Pardon the wait, as per usual. Went to go get water, realized a thingy, wanted to do another thingy, did another thingy, and then realized that that break is only 3 minutes. And hey, Rodent Emperor, how are you doing? I hope that you're doing well. It has indeed been a while. I hope that you were doing well. What was I doing again? Right, that was the Titanite, so we need copper. Ooh, do mine eyes deceive me? Or do I see? My eyes do deceive me. Well, that's embarrassing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, copper. Copper. I have mentioned this several times before, so I apologize, and I have to say that for myself out loud to try to remember, because I tend to tell stories a little bit too often. But I remember way back in the day, in the days of vanilla World of Warcraft, I had a buddy of mine who I was playing with back in high school, and he was trying to level his blacksmithing. And, like, this was early WoW, so it was a grind to get from like copper and tin to iron, and it just became kind of like a meme at the time. Whenever we would see like a copper node, it would just be like copper, 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 like just like that instant, just like I need it, need it, need it. Like rush towards it, don't think about anything else, irrelevant if like creatures are pulled, etc. And just like now that I'm in like this copper hunting moment, it's just got me back there, you know? Just like, oh god, I remember these moments. I remember the moments of the copper hunting. And I'm doing alright, thank you for asking, Rodent Emperor, appreciate it. I'm looking for the materials that I need in order to proceed with a very specific project. I thought you could get away from me, eh? Get shot. How many was that? 5? Do we want to gamble on 5? Will 5 be enough? I said that 5 would be enough, but it is still a questionable situation if it is actually enough or not. But the Rickroll is about as old as KFC food tastes. Oof. Oof. Harsh criticisms. Harsh but fair. Let's grab this one, and that one definitely has to be the one that goes in there, because my goodness, we use a lot of battery power on that one. So we don't have any more copper here, and that's fine. I'm gonna check one spot really quickly, and then we go. This is a small chance that copper is tucked away under here somewhere. Doesn't look like it. And also my thalassophobia like immediately kicks in from just the look of the dark water. Just like, oh, you know what, never mind, I want nothing to do with that. Fire 1. And we will also actually need that titanium anyway. Is this gonna be the stream where I finally teach myself to say it properly? Just keep forcing myself to say titanium instead of tungsten. Just the purest of just cramming it in, just like we will, like we're not even letting the like the neuron connections in the brain like slowly build themselves. It's no, I am going to graft them physically by hand myself. because it seems like it's going to be the only way this happens. Long enough that they were supposed to throw it out like every hour. Oh dear. Well, I know a lot of food places don't end up doing that, though. There is some there's some like apps that you can get sometimes. Like, as living in Canada, we have a you know, the famous Tim Hortons franchise, which is supposed to be Canadian, but it's like now technically owned by like it's owned by an American company. I can't remember which one. I might be crazy, but I think it's the same company that owns Burger King, which is the monopolization of just like everything just is horrifying to think about. But there are apps that you can find that will let you get, like, how to say it, the stuff that's been on the shelf for a while for like cheap. You know, like what would cost you $15, you can go in and get for like $5. And you don't always know what you're going to get for that. Like, it is kind of a, you know, purchase at your own risk situation. But, how to say, there is some methods to some degree to try to make sure that product is actually, like, you know, used. Hey. None of that. Ooh, Rosa, are you talking about their frozen coffee, or are you talking about their ice caps? Like their, how to say it, they're like almost like coffee slushy thing, I guess is the best way to describe it. Gosh dang, Tim Hortons went frickin' worldwide by the look of it. And the connection. So it did end up taking 7, so I'm glad that we did what we did. But we did get there. Well, now I'm going to have to look that one up because I don't actually know that one. Hold on. Let me Google that. Search. Give me an image of it. Yeah, that's what an ice cap is. It would be very similar to that, Rosa. I actually make those at home these days because I figured out how to make them with a buddy of mine. We were both just like, well, we're both trying to save money, and like, why go to Tim Hortons to pay for these during the summer, or to pay for these during the summer when we can just get the ingredients and make it ourselves? Oh no, you're good, Rosa. That wasn't like a, how dare you not remember. That was just more of like a, just so you know. Economical, yeah. It took us like half a summer to figure it out because we would like Google stuff and we couldn't find anything that was like we would follow some recipes and it's just like, well, this isn't right. You know, this isn't correct. But then finally at one point we just got to the state where it's just like, all right, fine. You know what? We're just going to figure this out. We're going to figure this out on this own. So we started experimenting with stuff. Because we were originally like making, how to say it, like putting like milk and half cream into like a blender with sugar and cocoa powder and like instant coffee and then just ice and then blending it. It always just turned out so grainy. So we learned really early, it's like, okay, well, no, we need to like put the sugar, cocoa, and instant coffee into like a small sauce pot and just warm it up and like melt it. Because once it's in, like a little bit of water in there, but like, because once it's melted, the grain goes away, right? It turns into a syrup because the sugar crystals literally melt. So you have kind of like a chocolate coffee syrup. So we did that and it was starting to get better, and it's like, okay, well, we're still missing something. Like, what are we missing? And then finally at one point, my best bud was like, What if we try adding, like, whipped cream to it? Or, like an off-brand, like, Cool Whip. And we ended up trying it and was just like, oh, we found it. You know, this was the secret ingredient that we couldn't figure out. We broke the code. And we were so freaking happy. It was just like, oh, we did it. We did it. We done it. Heck you, multi-frickin', like, multi-million-dollar company. We figured out your tricks. And hey, Chaos Creator, thank you very much for the lurk. Super appreciate it, dude. Have yourself an excellent lurk.
Warning. Maximum depth reach.
I'm sorry. There's nothing but anger from this thing these days. Give us the crystals. Yeah, if you ever want like a, how to say it, like a kind of a milk-based coffee flavored like drink, if you can handle it, like I know that it's not, how to say it, it's not uncommon for people to be lactose intolerant, so in those situations I sadly don't have like a quick, like, oh, well, you do this instead, but this one down there. And we ran out of titanium of all things. And we take it back. It's fine. Now, if only there was a way to be able to transfer the stuff between things. Madruga's milk. Well, that's the fun thing, Moose. Like, most people with lactose intolerance are like, they're fine, you know, like they're just, their body doesn't like it, but they just deal with it, or they take like the, what is it, like those lactose pills to just like fight against it. Like I've seen the memes online of just like, for most allergies, it's life or death. For lactose intolerance, it's an annoyance. And I've not played Planet Crafter's Ling, but perhaps one day we'll put it on the list. And thank you for the hydrate, by the way. It obviously depends on the level of lactose intolerance, just to be clear. But for a lot of friends that I know that have it, they're just like, I'm not giving up on cheese. Are you crazy? I know someone who it causes them like crippling gastral. See, that's actually, Moose, when I was younger, I had something like that. But the issue for me was that I ate really fast as a kid, and I had a really powerful metabolism. So my body would just break shit down really fast and just, like, put a bunch of, like, air bubbles into my small intestines, which were really painful but ultimately harmless. It resulted, the results were always me just letting out, like, really loud farts and just being like, oh, I'm okay. I know that that's not the same thing. Like, I fully acknowledge that, the person that you know likely has something very different. But, like, I definitely know how to say it, like, the gastrointestinal, like, air bubbles. Because those hurt. Like a lot. Alright, we want cultivation. Let's see how bad this is. Oh, do you just slap a material on it and it just makes it? Wait, do we still have any lithium? Because this is, like, potentially game-changing. Oh my god, bro, it heats so much power.
Welcome aboard.
Hold on, we need to at least test this first. Hold on. And it just makes more. That's fucking crazy. Bruh. Everything is different now. Moose, I didn't realize. I thought it was like maybe like biome specific, that like certain areas contain certain things, and I'm like, ooh, interesting. I misunderstood. I didn't remember wrong. Ling, I will go and look. Finally back home. Time to get a snack and reply to VGen messages. Dubshadow, please give me more info. No, that's how toxic the water is. Well, now I feel toxic for not having seen the situation on hand, and I'm just feeling silly now. Hold on. Planet Crafter. Basically $14. Wait, is this the one where you're just like terraforming like Mars? Or a planet of sorts like Mars? And you're turning it into life? Okay, I'm aware of this one. They have DLCs now? One of them is about toxicity? Okay, interesting. I will keep an eye on it. Thank you. In the meantime, I need to follow where that thing goes so that we can fix things. I see those electrical sparks bouncing. I saw it. And it's super good. Is it super chill? But is it also like crazy time consuming? Because I'm gonna guess it's crazy time consuming. As time consuming as you want it to be, and also super chill. Interesting. Alright, that might warrant some more investigation from me.
Warning. Maximum depth reach. Hull damage imminent.
Hey look, another spot to look for potential... Is this more silver? Man, we got a crazy amount of silver going on. Okay, so these things grow next to silver. That's what we've learned today. Didn't like that sound. Getting deeper into the little nooks and crannies. Fuck you, scary noise. When I lived in Maine, there was a guy I knew in the SCA who had to undergo treatment to remove heavy metals from himself because he worked so much with crap like gold. Cyanite and other plating materials. That's brutal. I feel like that is like, hey, I'm gonna sue my company for trying to kill me. It's goddamn. Oh, speaking of which, hello there, scannable things. Oh, there is some titanium here too. There's titanium and there's silver. Okay, I do need to look at our blueprints again for a moment because I feel like we've like hit an important milestone right now. Like this is clearly a very important. This was stuff he did in his free time. That man needs a slap upside the head. I don't condone violence, but that requires a smack on the head. think we're just waiting for daybreak and then we can start exploring again. Well, 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 speak of which, daybreak is upon us. I do feel like there might be more here to scan. Fuck you, you freaky little freak. Oh god, is he coming down?
Maximum depth reach.
Kind of.
All damage imminent.
I hate it. I hate it. Well, you have definitely scanned that before. Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Prolific armor made a lot of money. Scary noises? Oh, I was just a little bit too above.
Warning. Maximum depth reach. All damage imminent.
Whoa, let's chill the hell out. Oh, and you just have to... Wait. No. What? What? You can just take it out and put other shit in? This is madness! God, no wonder people speedrun to figure out speedrun shit. It's like the minute you get this thing, you're like, alright, I'm golden. I've got everything. Well, well, well. Look who it is. My cool ass artist friend with a motorcycle. Coming in here to bully me. Hello, liar. How are you? Okay, and now I need to remember, like, all the extra things as well. Like, what do I need to do? Where am I going? What am I doing? Who am I doing? I love that all of them are just clumped together in the top right corner, or left corner there. Just there's all the nodes, and smush them all together. It's just noise. I'm gonna do some stuff. On cheers, Rodent Emperor, brain short circuit. Wait, what was I doing again? What was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? I was going to build something really quickly. And now I've completely forgotten. What in the nine else was I going to build? SMH? What do you mean SMH? What? What, liar? What? You want to go right now? You want to fight? Because I don't. But, like, if I have to. Mm-hmm. That's what I wanted to build. Don't you do it, you... Where are you, you little demon? There he is. Metal base. Ignores. Oh, I never saw it! Hold on. I was diagnosed with heavy metal poisoning one time. Turns out my blood had too much Iron Maiden. There we go. You know, the stinky note is completely justified, liar, because I'm fucking stupid, apparently. Look, there's no justification for this. I'm just dumb. That was all me. Not really any other way to get around that one. Just a full yep. I certainly just did that. That's pretty embarrassing.
Welcome aboard.
Well, I had to read it out loud at that point, Liar. You had me in a vice grip. It was like, yeah, you're right. I should probably just read that.
Welcome aboard.
What else could I have possibly done, you know? Full Nelson. Frickin' look. If there's a person that I trusted, like, easily put me in a full Nelson and just absolutely pile drive me into the next dimension, it's Liar. You seen this individual? Crazy. Terrifying. Alright, we need to hunt for something over yonder. I'm going to ignore the presence of that fuck. I need the tadpole, though, to actually get there, otherwise I'll never even make it.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Warning. Maximum depth reach.
Maximum depth crushing, people dying, running really fast. Where is he? He's right there. How am I taking hull damage? I'm above the range. Also, congratulations on the new T-Layer. And Snappa, a lack of congratulations for you, unfortunately. That's what we're looking for specifically. All I see is frickin' poison. I'm gonna frickin' die, aren't I? That thing is already targeting me as we speak. Like, I'm already dead. I just don't know it yet. I'm having a hard time.
Warning. Maximum depth reach. Hull damage imminent.
And I'm pretty sure I have to get to the other side, too, in order to fix that other issue. So it's like... I can't even, like, ignore it. Replace it with tungsten. We're just gonna need tungsten for so much. It's just easier to just make this one tungsten. And then we also need to... Wait, why didn't I put that thing into the bay? You there. Over there. Slurped up. Titanium. I said it again, didn't I? I said tungsten again, didn't I? You don't have to lie to me, chat. I know. I know. I know, and I'm sorry. But we have this thing. It's not tungsten, dumb shadow. It's titanium. And I just can't get that through my skull.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Anyway, enough crying. We're gonna go and grab some materials from the other things. We also need to make another one of the thingers. We'll probably end up just breaking it down so that we can bring it over here. This is basically gonna become a new base. This is like the new hub. Oh yeah, tungsten There's a reason why you're not casting titanium balls. There's a reason why you proclaim, I cast tungsten balls. Ball sack. Sorry. Forgive me. I missed a very critical word there.
Seek fresh water intake.
I'll admit, I thought I had freshwater intake. Well. Hey, little fellas. Some of you will be turned into liquids. That is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Warning. Power offline.
Oh, I know. Almost died.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Guzzle the zoo. Ew. Also, thank you for the stretch, by the way, Rose. I appreciate that. Hold on. Let's get this going. Let's see if we can get a good crack. Ooh, give it to me, body. Nope, no crack. R.I.P. Oh, and we lean to the left. And we lean to the right. Oh, thank you kindly for the stretch. It is very needed. Stop shooting at me. It's rude. Wait, is that way we can do that with salt too? And lead? Can we survive on nothing but the frickin' sugar of Jupiter, I think is what it's called? Are we just gonna casually eat salt and lead for the rest of our lives? Oh, baby. Sorry, there's a lot of potential here right now, and I'm just mentally exploring these options.
Power connected. All systems online.
Well, thank you. Yeah, this is basically like the beating heart of our power structure right now. Oh, I did make a second one. Oh, I was so fucking ready. Chat, I knew what was going on. I did not. That's a straight lie. But that's a bit too much. Oh wait, well we need to get some water intake anyway, so. But yeah, there. Sugar of Saturn. It's lead and salt. It's not a lot of food, but if we can just keep making lead and salt, what's the issue, you know? Alright, so we will need 1 salt. 1 lithium. That's an important one. We don't really need to worry about silver. 1 lead. 1 sulfur. 1. We have gold, we have copper, we have that. Pretty sure that's near our base, but we're taking it anyway, and we're taking it anyway. And gold, we're good, we already have it over there. Too much titanium, 5 me, but we're taking it regardless. We're heading to the new base. We're heading to the metal farm. And we're gonna take the dangerous way because I'm feeling like a manual save because I actually don't trust this direction whatsoever. It frightens the frick out of me, but we're doing it anyway. Well, that quartz is just straight floating, which means that it's a good thing I didn't go that way. In fact, I regret going this way. I am so tense right now. Why did I think that was a good idea? I apologize for my noises right now. I am living with the regrets of my actions. Man, I played Dynasty Warriors. It's like I didn't learn a thing from that game. Which goes, and I quote, "Ha! Your overconfidence will be your downfall." And that is what's happening right now. I was feeling the confidence, and now I am not a happy camper. I'm not a happy man. There is no joy in this soul. Ow. Excuse me. Ooh. Wait, did I never add the titanium? I did not. I'm just so gosh darn clever. What? You're going to fight me? You semicircle of screaming soldiers as Cao advances.
Welcome aboard.
Soon, Cao will bring light to this world. For that, I'll give him one eye.
I need that to be made faster, because we are actually kind of in a sitch where quartz are important for the purposes of our... Moose, I have 3 different games that all say different things. Some of the Dynasty Warriors say cow. Some of them say Cao. Again, as you were pointing out, like Kaizen 2. Also, fuck yeah, you know what Kaizen 2 is. One of like the first PlayStation 2 games I ever played was the first Kaizen. I was far too young to understand how that game worked, but goddamn if it wasn't a cool ass game. There was nothing more satisfying than firing the cannon barrage.
Welcome aboard.
Then you realize Hausa and Cantonese are completely different. Ling, if you would enlighten us, please. Gestures to the person who actually speaks, quote, Chinese, unquote. Me drags Ling into a call just for a split second to be like, how do you say it? Ling says how to say it. Me, excellent, immediately ends call. You're a beautiful individual. No, you, Trujan. Coming in here with your kindness and your friendliness and expect to not just be immediately just, I don't know. Cantonese sounds more like Cho-cho? Chuo? Oh, it's Chuo, right? Like Chuo Chuo? First one was closer. Chocho? I'm trying, Ling. As a not anything speaker, I'm trying. There's my locker. I don't get it. Why are you not... There we go. I was like, why are you not lining up with the rest? That doesn't make any sense. Also, that means we gotta change the thing around now. The only thing is accent, but you did really good for someone who has no idea what it's supposed to sound like. I'm doing my dangdest. Also, what was that RTS you mentioned that has started? Need to add to a long list of demos. I think it might be a multiplayer demo potentially, Dub Shadow, if you want to play it after stream. It's called Sanctuary Shattered Suns, I believe is the name. Let me quickly look because I just finished downloading it. Shattered Sun, sorry. You did good. I'm trying. You know, the only reason that I have any semblance of awareness for that is because for a while, I dated someone who was Chinese, and they tried to teach me stuff. And that was their funeral, not mine, because they should have known that that was not going to go well. But gosh dang. Like, I remember they were trying to tell me how to say Lu Bu's name properly, which I believe is something closer to, like, Louis Bu, or something along those lines. Like, they tried. Blessings upon them. They tried so hard to get me to say it properly. And I, in turn, tried desperately not to disappoint them. Spoilers, there was a lot of disappointment. Like, a lot. Why are you being so strange, game? It's like your freaking snapping is, like, just completely off. Like, it wants to do it, but it doesn't want to do it. It's so weird. Did it earlier. I saw you do it. You devil. You frustrating little thing. There. Okay, we got it. We can breathe again. I will say you pick up things over time. We picked up some in the funniest way possible. Dude, so I'm learning a little bit of Spanish because of like some of my coworkers, and they taught me a word, and because they were like, yeah, just say this to them. So I did. And then I ended up calling the person who taught me that the word later. And they were like, me? And then another coworker happened to be in the room, and they were like, I am not a part of this. And then later I talked to that coworker, and they're just like, well, you know what you said to them, right? I'm like, I think so. And they're like, it means this. I'm like, it was not what I thought it was. Ha 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 ha. So later I was just like, hi, coworker. I have been informed of what the word actually means, and I would like to apologize. And they're like, what? And I'm like, oh, for calling you that. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. They just like, were just like, why are you worried about this? And I'm like, because I misunderstood. What did you say? I can't say that, Ling. What if so, or liar? What if somebody gets offended? No, I didn't mess up your names. Heck you. I physically read the what did you say, but mentally I read the will please. There was some cross-contamination, okay? No, the word started with a P.
Welcome aboard.
I will give you You curious Georges over there, that if nothing else. Moose, you're right. And I'm mad at you for it. Can't even look at you right now. Just mad. Just upset.
Welcome aboard.
Pretty sure it's a 4-letter word. I think. Semi-confident in that statement, but like, only semi. Well, we have infinite lithium, but lithium takes 10 minutes. Interesting. If it's a word that starts with P. Well, there's 2, though. Because there's the... There's the one that's a 4-letter word, and then there's a... T extra in it to like feminize it, but because of the feminizing, it ends up kind of turning it into a slightly different word. Why am I dancing around this topic? We're moving on. We're moving to greener pastures. Hello, liar. I hope that your weekend has been treating you well.
Seek caloric intake.
Although I'm already waiting for Liar to be like, dude, keep me out of this. Let's go back to that part where you said weird shit to coworkers. Yep, salt works too. Aw, baby.
Welcome aboard.
But wait, isn't there something that we can make using the sugar? Oh, it's actually kind of complicated to make. It's very good, though. God dang. Yes, liar. Good work. You found the word. Like I said, T. Just add the T in there. T-I. Add it like smack dab in the middle. No, literally the word that Liar has said. And then slice the between the U and the T, shove it to the sides, and add a T-I into it. And then put it back together. I wanted it to be Moose be like, what you're talking about is irrelevant. I have my own desires right now, and I will be pursuing them with vigor and energy. Oh, why am I even here? Goodness gracious me. Have you seen that Ghibli movie? Well, which one? I have it on good authority that there's a couple. For real? What a terrible place for it. Terrible night for a curse.
Welcome aboard.
The one with ghosts. Liar. I'm going to send you to the timeout corner's hell. Like, I'm going to push you into the timeout corner that forces to glitch through the wall so that you're on the other side, and then activate the secret portal there, which sucks you into the timeout hell. That's what's about to happen right now. Fucking cheeky ass son of a... It's getting lonely here. Well, Liar's bringing the brat energy right now. God dang. Talk about brat summer over here. That's Liar's business at the moment. Oh, we are...
fresh water intake.
Yeah, glug. Oh, we're actually, calorific-wise, we're actually in a really shitty position. Hold on. That actually is the thing we need to address, like, immediately. Let's also really quickly build the processor while we're at it. That's the wrong button. Processor, stick that bad boy right there. I know that's just going to eat more power, but right now we're kind of in a situation where food is a priority, and I never thought it would actually be a thing that we would have to worry about. Is there actually food around here, or am I just, like, fucking doomed right now? Food. 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 No food. No food, all doom. How many calorific do I still have? 1. Great. Okay, we need to find food now.
Hull damage imminent.
Those boys don't give food, the little slugs. Please. I just need to find... I know exactly where it's going to be. Right at the top of this cliff, there's going to be a boy. Help Mother. I'll deal with Mother after we have food. Perfect. Yes. Over here. Please and thank you. Yum. Yum. Health kills me. Don't care. Yoink. Yoink. Your food now. Back down. It's already been 3 hours. We didn't do shit today. That's not true. We were all over the place today in a very positive light, or in a very fun-like way. Still, I was hoping to get a little bit more done. Dub, can you snooze the ads for me really quick? Assuming you have those superpowers. Thank you kindly. Where the heck is that darn thing? Alright, perfect. Alright, we'll get back to the base and we'll wrap up for the night. That's the plan. I just don't want to die. I just don't want to be in a situation where the moment that we're in here, it's like... So, let's not do that, you know? Why do that to ourselves? Ooh, I think Cursive is still live, so we are going to probably be raiding Cursive. Cursive Puns. He's currently playing a spooky game. Perfect, 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 perfect. And give me that last water. Wonderful. Hup. Gulp. 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 Alright, we're not dying anymore. Yet. We boost this bad boy. Bam. That was all salt. I didn't even realize that I threw salt in there. That's embarrassing. I take it lead is actually going to take a little bit longer to make. Yeah, that's a 10-minute one. That is fine. We will deal with that when we deal with that. For now, though, we are done for the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, and those with the good sense to do away with the whole ordeal. We are going to be wrapping up here. We are going to go... Yeah. We're going to go say hi to Cursive Puns. That's what we're going to do. As I said, he is currently playing Silent Hill 2, the remaster specifically. So we're going to rush on over there. Apologies for going a little bit fast, but I don't want to get hit by the pre-roll ads. That's not a good time. That's not a thing that I enjoy doing. But everybody, tomorrow we are going to be back for a work-along stream. We'll be doing it at 5 p.m. because I have a thing to do afterwards. And thank you both for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's always a good time. I remember seeing a Spanish post of someone reacting to the name of that movie. Oh, I see. I see. Much appreciated. But yes, we are gonna, as I said, we are gonna head on over to Cursive Puns. He's a lovely goblin-themed Vtuber who enjoys making his puns, as the name obviously suggests, while also being a very casual, calm, and just enjoyable streamer. So we are gonna go ahead and say hello to him. If you are subscribed, please use the top right message. I just bit my tongue. If you are not subscribed, please use the bottom right message. That is a very unpleasant sensation. I do not like this sensation that I have caused for myself. All right, quick outro, and then we are done for tonight. Also, 14 people, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Whether you were chatting, whether you were looking, whether you just popped in and out for a second, know that you are super appreciated. Hope you guys are having a great day, afternoon, evening, whatever time it will be for you. Thank you for the hydrate. I hope that you're taking care of yourselves. I hope that you're drinking all plenty of water. And when you finally do sleep, whatever time it have to be for you, I hope that you have a very restful sleep. 15 people. It lied to me. That's even better. Thank you all so much for the support. As I said, I will be back tomorrow for a work-along stream at 5 p.m. EST. If I see you there, fantastic. And if not, please have yourself a great rest of your weekend. And I will see you guys the next time that I see you. Bye-bye for now.